Okay.
What? Come on, come on. What? What? Everybody put your hands in the air, in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air, in the air.
Okay, several people have been asking me about my beard and how it can get so black and look so thick and full sometimes. Well, I gotta give away my secret. It's called a Bigen. It's dyeing my beard black so that it'll hide the gray. If you saw it without it being dyed, boy, you would think I was an old man. As a matter of fact, my wife says if I don't keep it dyed, instead of introducing me as her husband, she's gonna introduce me as her uncle. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do a Bigen on my beard. Let you know some of the things I use to get started with my beard. Right now it's a little shabby, but I'm gonna get it tightened up here in a little bit. Now, zoom in down here. Some of the stuff that I use. This of course is the Bigen. I use number 59. You can use Bigen Blue Brown, I think it's 88 maybe, something along those lines. But and a Jet Black is another color. A Blue Black is another color. I use the Oriental Black number 59. You can choose whatever kind you use, but I bought this from Walmart. So by the way, this is not a pun for Walmart or Bigen or any other product whatsoever. Just let you know what I use. All right, I also use Motions perm. Now I know this is really the secret to the whole thing. Most people don't know about this. Most men don't know about this. Those who would do a Bigen, and I'm not sure how to work for Caucasian men, but for African American men, our hairs are very coarse along our face. So what happens is, as it grows out, it curves back in. Most of the time, a lot of bumps are on your face, and your hair won't grow out even and uniform. Well, this is the secret. It's just like a woman's hair. When you use this perm, it straightens out the hairs and causes them to grow out even and uniform. So it'll take a little time to do it and get used to it. Guys, if you're gonna use this, be careful. Get a mild if possible, because you don't know how your face is gonna react to this. First couple times I did it, it burned a little bit. But you know, I dealt with it. My wife's a cosmetologist, so she helped me kind of maintain it. But now I use it without a problem, and it works good. And it's good to go. I think there's a foam kind of gel, some kind of foam relaxer stuff that women use that comes with a purple cap like this. Well, I took that purple cap, and it's the perfect size for mixing the Bigen in. So this is what I use right here. Of course, I use the application brush for the perm. And then I took another smaller application brush, cut the top off, and cut some of the bristles off. And so this is my makeshift application for the Bigen. Now, also, you want to start out with a black shirt, because if you happen to make a mess or it drips on your face, drips on your neck, whatever, it'll drip on a black shirt and it'll stain it, but you can't see the stain in the black. So you definitely don't want to use a white or you know, blue or any other color shirt other than a black shirt, unless you plan on throwing it away. Other than that, I'm gonna trim my beard up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down using the clippers. Just a little bit here, trim it up a little bit. Then also I use a straight razor to get the fine sharp lines. The fine sharp lines you'll see once we get it all trimmed up. I use a straight razor to do that, and we'll show you when we get to that part exactly what to do. So what I'm going to do right now is you see my beard. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down a little bit, and then I'll be back here in just a few moments. Okay? All right. All right, I am back. As you can see, I've trimmed up my face some. I cut some of the hair off. Before it was black and it was a little thicker, but I've actually cut it down. Now you can see the gray kind of shining through. Very nice pepper, black and white kind of gray. Now, first thing I'm going to do is my beard is a little rough right now, so I want the hairs to lay down smoothly because all the new growth that was on the bottom of the thicker beard, it is all curly and it's a little rough, a little kind of bumpy against my face. So what I'm going to do is smooth that out, use some of the perm, go ahead and put it on there. Now, I will say this. One time before, and I don't want anyone to make this mistake, they trimmed it first and edged it with the razor. You don't want to do that because just like with a regular perm for a female, if they aggravate their scalp, it's going to burn. Well, if you really aggravate your face and the pores, it's going to burn as well. So you definitely don't want to do any trimming. I did cut it. I have to cut it down because I don't want to perm all the hair. I only really want to perm the hair that I'm going to dye. So I did cut it off, and it might have aggravated my face just a little bit, but not enough to cause any damage or do any hurt. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply that, and it's simple like any other female. Now, one time somebody said, you know, when I first started, to base it or to put some Vaseline around the edges of it, you know, and under here. Well, I used to do that, but I've gotten so accustomed to doing it, my face is prepared for it now. I don't do that anymore. And I'm only going to perm the hair that I'm going to actually want to color. I'm not going to perm any of this down here, just on the hair portions of this, and you will see in a few minutes. If you can zoom in a little bit, you can see it's a little bit curly here, a little bit rough going different ways here. But what's going to happen is once I actually perm it, you'll see when I come back, it'll still be black and white, but it'll be laying down smooth. All right, so give me a few minutes to get that taken care of, and we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. All right, as you can see, this is pretty much it. I use the applicator. Normally I don't put any on my mustache, but it gets a little unruly sometimes. I put just a little up there, but notice the perm is just on the hairs that I'm going to dye, and I just work it in. My wife taught me how to apply it. If you think you have a problem with this and don't know how to apply, have a licensed cosmetologist actually do it for you. It might cost you a bit more. It doesn't cost me anything but $3.99 for the perm that I bought. So it's really up to you. And I let it sit here for a little bit. What I normally do now. By the way, you get regular shampoo won't do it for this. You have to have neutralizing shampoo. But again, my wife's a cosmetologist, so I have the neutralizing shampoo. But I apply it to the places where I know I want my hair to lay down. However way you do it, that's up to you. I will say be careful about agitation. Be careful about if you have a lot of bumps on your face already and they're agitated, they're hurt, and they're open, you might not want to do this right now. You might want to wait till that heals up before you take a chance on doing that. How long do I let it sit on is really up to the individual. It's up to what you can take on your face. Be careful because it can burn. I've been doing it for quite some time, so again, my skin's pretty callous when it comes to that. Pretty tough. But in a little while, you'll see how it looks after I perm it. All right, see you back in a little bit. I'll get this off and I'll come back to you soon.